Warning. It is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions LLC and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language.
So they just put through a motion to repeal a law that allows zoophilia, which apparently is the same thing as bestiality. So now, in their law, you may have sex with any vertebrate as long as the animal is not injured during the action.
What?
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm pretty sure.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot, the bad boy Bern Podcasy, Bern Podcasy, and Lasmeeshma, Liam Reese. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok. Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspective@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet stuff. Strong Stem, how we doing? Bay.
It was a struggle to get here, my friend, but we here.
We here and we're happening. Benoit Podcasy, how art thou?
Doing great, man. Just, another day in the jungle. Crushing.
Nice. Excellent. Lasmeeshma, how are you, my sir?
Yeah, how are
actually
you doing,
Liam?
I
actually don't know what Steve's talking about. I haven't struggled at all to get here.
Well, made it though.
Been pretty easy.
Hey, man. Speaking of being easy, this is the Working Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right, on the show today, Liam and Steve are going to be bringing us headlines from around the globe. The headlines will be sorted into 3 different categories. The categories are Stupid Is as Stupid Does, Incredibly Incredible, and Sports and Speds. But before we get to that, I just want to say that on the show this week, we aired the Emily Hill episode. Super excited, really good show, a lot of fun, really liked it, really interesting guest. It's Jana's sister-in-law, and it was really a lot of fun, really liked it. But next week on the show, we'll be airing the Shawn Williams episode. He is a Renzo Gracie black belt. He is from the original Renzo Gracie school in New York. He opened and started and ran Renzo Gracie Hollywood and Renzo Gracie LA, right? He built them
so
up.
Awesome.
He now owns and operates Renzo Gracie Nashville, right? He's competed all over the globe. He's been to the BJJ World Championships. This guy is, he's one of Renzo Gracie's first 50 students ever. So this guy has seen some stuff. He's been around. He's got a great story. Super good dude. Really, really cool guy. So super excited to have him on the show. But let's get to it. So we're going to start out with the category Stupid Is as Stupid Does. Strong Stem, I'm going to you first. Let me have it.
So Spain's lower parliament is attempting to repeal a law that has been in place for over 40 years, right? And mind you, in Spain, you can get up to 2 years at this point. They're also going kind of woke. You can get 2 years for killing a rat that gets into your house, right? If you have mice in your house and you kill it with poison or with a trap or anyway, you can do up to 2 years in jail, right? So they just put through a motion to repeal a law that allows zoophilia, which apparently is the same thing as bestiality. So now in their law, you may have sex with any vertebrate as long as the animal is not injured during the action.
What
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm pretty sure they're injured. You know?
Now that's right. Now that's
I mean,
that's the lower. That's the lower court that put forth. They have like a 2-chamber thing, even though we got the 3-chamber. You know what I mean? They got the 2-chamber, so they have to pass it through another thing, which a lot of people think it might pass. But as of now, that is now moved to their upper parliament to allow, I guess, dudes to fuck farm animals. I don't know.
Well, let's not alienate the ladies. You know,
Mr. Hands, chill.
So many questions and so few answers. What's the lobby for that look like? Like, who's the guy who wears who drives his Vespa in his linen suit and just hops off with no socks into Parliament and is like, I am here because I think bestiality not so bad. Like,
nope.
How do you what?
Who's
is that?
He's gonna explain to you that he had a connection with a farm animal and like, no, she loved it. You're like, no, it didn't. That chicken you're fucking is not appreciating you sticking your dick in it.
He's gonna be up in the front, like, all in favor, say aye. And look back and be the only one with his hand up.
all opposed say nay.
But come on, Spain, do better though, right?
Yeah, this is a bad law. Let me tell you,
we got to do better. Got to do better.
My God, I mean, wow. You know, I know Europeans are lax, but
not that relaxed. Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
So come on, guys.
So you're saying it had, but they did constrict it. It can't just be any animal. It has to be a vertebrate, right?
Yes.
An animal with a
thank God. Thank
God. Definitely, especially had that word in there.
Wow.
Yeah, they have standards.
Yeah. Duh. Hey, you're not gonna be fucking.
Hey, good luck, salamanders.
I catch you fucking a seal. You know what I mean?
That's. I mean, goddamn. Don't go near any snakes. Whatever you do. But,
no,
man,
listen. All of
come
those,
on now.
Most of those are also vertebrates. We're thinking mammals here, but there's a lot of creatures that have bones that make up their backs. I mean, that's about it. Like
fucking alligators.
Yeah, like fish.
I mean, what
shark?
There's not much that's off the table.
Yeah,
I'm unbelievable. But you know, well, shout out Spain.
Yeah. Shout out, fan of the show, listener of the show, and I mean, don't
animal fuckers.
You know, I mean, lock up your dogs. Let me tell you, lock up your dogs, lock up your cats.
To be fair, though,
everything.
To be fair, everyone in Spain just takes a nap between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. every day, and everyone's cool with it. I feel like they're even now. Like, I used to think that was cool. Now I'm like, okay, you guys now. I've seen some of the flaws.
You ever hear the joke? How do you know a Frenchman's been over your house? Because the trash cans are empty and the dog's pregnant. You know.
Yo.
So now you've never heard that? I think it's from Stand By Me.
That's hilarious.
You know? But either way.
Now, isn't Cristiano Ronaldo from Spain?
He's from
Portugal, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
But
he's
Portugal's California.
Portugal's
California.
on Spain, correct.
It's California and Spain.
Correct.
It's like if the bottom of Florida was just a different country, but it's still all of its
connected
to either the ocean or Florida.
Yeah. Is Nadal, is he from Spain?
Nadal, Spanish.
Nadal?
Now, you think he's out here fucking animals? You think when he saw this, he was like, yes, finally something we can, rally behind?
My schnauzer's been really getting mad at me for keeping them in the dock.
I know. Now I can
proudly walk
around.
around.
For me. Yeah. Now I can finally pursue my passion.
Yeah. You can't lie to your side piece anymore now. No. Yeah. Man, I mean,
you really got the dog in the bed. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I mean, hey, Spain, keeping it woke, love it, nice.
Yep.
Let's keep it.
Is that woke? Is fucking animals woke?
Might just be stupid.
Well, what if? But hold on though.
It might be.
How do you identify? Right?
Yeah.
What if Rafael Nadal has a hot chick that identifies as a kumquat? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
It is what it is. Then
Dahl identifies as a Scottish Terrier. You know,
what if he decides to identify as a broad and plays tennis on the other side and just makes records that are unattainable
There's
for
no
the
way
next
he's
35 years?
No way
I
he's
still
beating
think-
Serena Williams.
I still
don't
think
care
Serena
how
would
good
smoke him.
Nadal is.
I
Serena
still think
Williams.
Serena would smoke him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I still think
Stop
Serena
it.
has him.
Have you guys did you guys see The Woman King yet? The movie The Woman
Yes.
King?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it was
great.
Good. I
It was
really
really
liked
good.
it.
I did too. I did too.
I mean, but
Crazy story.
Serena Williams could have played the she would have killed in that movie.
Had she
Yeah.
been born in that era at that time, she
she's
would
the
have been the
Woman
woman. It's
She's
not
the
close.
Woman King.
It's
She's
not
the
close.
Woman King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, but how
And
about
no one would argue.
How about Viola Davis though? I mean,
She's, a bad
She's
motherfucker,
awesome
man.
in everything, dude.
Yeah,
she
she's a bad
nailed it.
motherfucker. She's always
She
awesome.
fucking nailed it, man. That was a great dude. I really liked that movie. I loved how it was shot. Loved the musical score. I really did like it. But okay, let's keep it moving then. Thank you for that. That is pretty fucking stupid. Spain being Spain.
Tighten up, Spain.
Yeah,
Tighten up.
Lasmeeshma, what do you got for stupid is as stupid does, baby?
Dude, we're going to the depths of stupid. We're going into the internet, celebrity social media. Okay.
Yep.
Britney Spears fans are worried after a bizarre Instagram videos. Dude, have you guys seen these videos with Britney Spears where she's fucking, dude, she's thwacked out of her mind, dude. The videos it doesn't make any sense. She's got this weird accent, like from beginning to end, and she like holds it the whole time. And you can't even tell if it's like a joke or not. Got this weird accent. She's talking about like, she says like, I made this dress for myself. And then in like the same sentence, thanks, quote, a company for making the dress for her. And then she's talking about, don't be a roller coaster. And then she's running off the screen. And then she's running back on the screen. And she's running off the screen. Dude, she's fucking out of her mind. I don't know if any of you guys saw
What is
this,
she
but
on?
Everything.
the best meth money can
Fucking
buy.
bath
dude.
salts or something?
Yo,
The best speed money can buy, dude.
she got that
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse
wow.
money, Amy. She got
She's,
that Mickey
she's
Mouse
that
money.
fucking zipping up and like
She's
going
literally
nuts.
bouncing off the screen, dude. She's like bouncing in and out of the fucking.
So
She's
Wow.
like bouncing
I knew
off the
there was-
wall.
I hadn't thought about her in a couple months. Like there was like 6 months ago, it was like a really big deal because it came out publicly that like her old man had like all of her money and controlled all of her estates, right? And it was like a big thing of like, give Britney Spears her money back. Like she's under
Yeah,
free
conservatorship
Britney.
and
Yep.
like
Free Britney.
yeah, that was the thing. And I haven't heard much about it since then, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Because now
if
people
we're, like-
seen Britney.
but now
Well-
she's free, bro. Like she's
To
free,
me-
and maybe she shouldn't have been for like
Maybe she
they were
shouldn't have
keeping
been
her in
free.
the house
I
for a
agree.
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, to me, that's what makes this article so stupid. It's
The
like
best.
everybody was like, "Free Britney, she doesn't need
Yeah.
anybody handling her."
How dare you
yes,
do that?
She fucking does. She
Yeah, she
fucking
does.
definitely needs somebody handling her.
It's-
Liam, you're saying these are on Instagram?
Oh yeah, big time. If you went
Hell
on,
yeah.
she, dude, as of 90 minutes before we made this recording, they were still on her Instagram page.
Hell yeah.
Is this it here? One of these?
Yep, the one on the left, the one that says
Yeah, dude. She
475,000.
looks.
That
Alright.
one's
She looks completely fucking sober.
All right.
She's
Okay,
flat.
so last
Oh,
week, guys,
boy.
I made a dress. It's really proud, done in panel, slip in the back. A girlfriend helped me sew it. They sent me a dress I didn't have to make myself.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe it. I'm just saying. Okay, now I'm so proud. I didn't even have to make it myself. Thank you, company, for sending me this dress. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yo.
A-Company.
This bitch was
So,
an
guys,
absolute idol to millions.
I just
of
want you to know if I
girls at
shut down my
some point.
Instagram,
I mean, I'd-
do not call the
I'd-
cops. Don't
I still
ever
would.
be a roller coaster.
She said, "Don't
Oh,
call
yeah.
the cops."
Right.
I got
Dog,
this
what is he in a
dress for
hotel room? Where is she at? A boarding house?
Never
That's not
be
like a spot in a
roller
mansion.
coaster.
All right. Enough.
Now look at that fan. Look at that fan on the table. Like if you have Britney Spears money, you don't have that. You don't have that.
You don't have the
studious
box fan.
on
Yeah,
the
that
you
table.
don't got
fan,
the-
that box fan is for peasants, dude. She does
Yeah.
not need that
Come
box
on.
fan.
And it's not even a good one. She got like the 1099 joint you see in
Yeah,
like a
got
Walmart
the
It's the
Walmart
center
all
aisle
plastic.
fire
You need, a
sale.
little, you need a little bit of aluminum in the frame so it
Yeah,
doesn't tip
come on,
over.
man.
You know, when you crank it all the way.
Fuck,
God
Brittany. That makes
damn.
me sad, yo. Like I just
Yeah.
said, she was an idol to millions of little girls, and now she's a fucking crackhead.
Oh, dude.
I still
how-
would, though.
how
She's
many?
an idol
still
to a
would,
drug
for
dealer
sure.
now.
Dude, she was on the. I thought about this the other day. Like, how many, like, like Marilyn Monroe has to be
Yeah.
because of like, like as far as like Spank Bank, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
because of there was no readily available porn, like we have it all the time. So our Spank
Yeah.
Banks could be whatever. But Britney Spears was way up there at one point too. You know what I'm
we
saying?
didn't always, Maddie. We didn't
Late
always. Like,
90s?
but when Britney Spears was there, it was still like I was still like one of
Exactly.
your buddies had a porno and everyone
Exactly.
borrowed
Yeah.
it. Or
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
had a couple mags.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like I didn't grow up with porn. Was a delight.
A new feature.
It was
A new
Oh,
feature.
yeah.
It was a form of currency. It was a
Yeah.
form of currency.
We had Edward penis hands too. Murph got Edward penis hands too, and it is the funniest thing of all time. But also, if you're 14, you can for sure scrap to it for a week and a half
Yeah.
until you got to give it to
Yeah.
your buddy. Like, all right, it's my
Yeah.
turn. Like, yeah,
Dude,
you got it. Buddy.
I
You
don't
got
think
it.
kids understand now the amount of like we all had a tape where it's like
Yeah.
I can't even whack it to this tape anymore. I've whacked it to this tape so
Also,
many
though-
fucking
Yes.
times.
Yeah,
A tape
so
and
anticlimactic.
Kids will
VCR in the
never
house.
know that.
And one VCR in the house.
Yes.
Which means like
Oh,
everything
yeah.
has to be perfect.
Yes.
If this is gonna work.
Yes.
Like I gotta stay home from school in middle school. Like, seventh, I gotta fake the flu in 7th grade because,
Oh.
and then maybe then I have an hour, 40 minutes to 80 minutes to when no one's around bothering me. But I mean, it was Mission Impossible. It was coming down from the ceiling,
yeah,
just
yeah,
to
yeah.
penis hands it
And
up.
how funny is it in like our generation? We hit it at the exact time where computers were first starting to come into
Mhm.
schools with internet. So
Yeah.
like in high school, there was like
Oh.
6 websites. So, but they didn't have any like malware and software to like block
Get
that.
it.
So you could
Get
you could go
Get
right
it.
to like,
Get it.
fucking
I remember
chickswithbigtits.com on the library computer and boom,
Dude,
porn on the screen. You know what
I
I mean?
remember being in like a computer class, and do you remember Chinovsky, Anthony
Yeah.
Chinovsky? I
Yeah.
remember sitting, Liam, we might have been in this class together, but I remember legit me and him sitting there watching MILF Hunter on there.
Ah,
And I'm like, who is
Oh.
this?
Who is this hero?
Whoa, what is this going on here? Yeah, and that's
Everyone's-
actually first time I
I
ever
can't
saw
wait till I can grow a goatee.
first
Yep.
time I ever saw Ava Devine. Shout out.
Yep.
Shout out. One day.
Word.
She's been your shining
hoping.
star, Maddie. She's been your
Oh
shining star.
my god, like a baby fucking kitten.
Like a baby fucking kitten.
Ava fucking Devine. I mean, guys, I've reached out to her to be on the show, so fingers crossed. One day she'll be with us, guys. One day. She's a legend. She's an absolute legend. But all right, Liam, that was pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. So, all right, let's keep it moving then. We're going to go to incredibly incredible. Strong Stem, going to you. What do you got for incredibly incredible?
So a couple days ago, some archaeologists out in southern Iraq, which happens to be part of like Mesopotamia, right? This is the time period we're going back. So
Yeah.
you're
Cradle of
5,000 years, 5,000
Cradle of
years ago,
civilization.
5,000 years ago, approximately like 2,700 BC, they just dug up a straight up bar and kitchen, like a straight up sports bar, pretty much. The Roman time sports bar, right? They had this thing all set up where they could see that there was alcohol. There was all these cups, the way it was set up. There was like an outdoor space where they could sit. And, it's proof that, like, I didn't need any proof. You're fine. Who needs this proof of this? That people that long ago were still going to like a public space to eat and drink and fucking party and these like little built things. But it was like a big discovery for that type of proof of that type of
Well, being social, right? Like
everyone out,
before that, you're like,
out in a
here
private
are
or
their
a
tools.
public setting.
Here's how they
Yeah.
work. But like this
And
is
then they
how
think
they socialize, like the same way anybody else does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now they also think that something wild must have happened at the end of it because like a bunch of the bowls still had food in them and like fish bones were on the ground and it was buried quickly for some reason. They don't know why. They don't know if it was like
was
They
there any
blew the roof
volcanoes?
off that motherfucker.
right.
and it
Yeah,
came-
they were partying, yo, partying.
Well, have you guys been to Pompeii? No.
No,
Dude,
absolutely
I'll tell
not.
you that if you ever get a chance,
I wish.
that place
Look
is
at this fucking
fucking
hungover. Hey, have you guys been to
fascinating.
Pompeii?
I want to punch you in the
Well,
fucking
no,
neck the way you
so
looked at me when I said no.
Listen, listen to
How
this.
dare
though.
you,
I haven't been to
peasant.
fucking
At
Pompeii.
Pompeii, right? They take you like on this street, right? And they have like a shop on one of the streets where there was like stools out front, a counter,
Crazy.
right, where you sat, and then
Yep.
in the back there was like these empty, like big empty like things built into the counter that looked almost like they would be for like ice cream now, but it was a soup place. So you would go, you would order a bowl of soup, and this is the genius is that they were, right? Is that they into the counter, they dug out the exact shape of coin, right?
Hell yeah.
So you would put your coin into that shape to
And that's
make
what
sure
soup you got.
and it would make sure it wasn't counterfeit either, right?
Right.
So it'd be the exact coin in that shape, and they'd be like, "All right, you're good. Here you go. Here's your soup." Right?
You got
And
one.
then-
You got the broth. You got
Yeah.
two. Hey, you got the bis.
Here,
hey, you got
he
three,
figured out-
You got the chowder.
yeah, you got
That
the
shit's like
fajoule.
basically an early vending machine, like you were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? He figured this out shit a long time ago.
Dude, crazy though, where it's like you'd go up,
That's
you'd
wild.
sit down, and like but the way they had it set up is they had 3 like huge clay bowls, right? Like in the counter underneath is where you would put the fucking wood to keep it going, to keep it hot. You would keep the soup in there hot all day, and they were just fucking ladling out soup to whoever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like genius, right? And I think there was a bakery like next door too. So they probably
Of
went
course
to
there
get
were.
it,
Need the
Why
bread.
would there?
Yep.
right?
You
Need
know,
the
you got
bread.
the bread somewhere.
You know,
And where's the wine bowl at? We getting busy. You got an
But then-
ale guy
Everywhere.
over there?
But
Yeah.
then also we went to the cool thing was in Pompeii, we went to the gladiator arena and the gladiator barracks, right?
That's
and
sick.
the arena, this is fucking sick. Went to the arena, right? And when we were there, I asked what the chairs were made of, because when we were in the Coliseum, I believe they were made of marble that was shipped there from Egypt. Fucking
Insane.
Rome, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're
Rome
in-
just balling
Just
on
showing their
motherfuckers,
ass.
yo.
Just showing their ass.
This is
every chance they get.
this is what happened though, right?
Shout out Rome.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
So I asked like,
Shout
what
out
were
Rome.
the seats made of? And the guy told us, well, the Coliseum
Not
was-
just
he said this stadium, right, which sat like probably like a couple thousand people, right?
Hell yeah.
That this stadium was closed down for 7 years, and the reason is because a neighboring town, not Pompeii, Gallica or something like that, where Spartacus is from, right?
Sparta?
Hell yeah.
No, that's Sparta's in Greece.
Right.
But either way, so a neighboring town brought their gladiator over, and the gladiator fans, right? Then Pompeii's fans rioted and
Hell
killed
yeah.
like a bunch of the fans from the other place, right? And then the Roman Empire was like, all right, well, we're closing down your stadium for 7 years because your fans killed a bunch of the other fans. I don't know what you want me
This
to
is
do.
this is the Go Birds kid when
Yeah.
everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh man, even talking, I was like, that's fucking. But even, dude, the way they had to, another cool thing is they had these rocks that would absorb and reflect light that they put in the street. So when the moon was out, the moon would hit the street and it would light up the street. Fucking genius, right?
Kids showing up like, let me in, guys. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You didn't get the memo. You see, we drug them fucking moon rocks from the other side of the world to shoot that laser across the street. You're not going in because you killed our friends. Go home.
Yeah.
These bulls, I would have rioted.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they fucking. I mean, it was. It was pretty awesome. But either way, so yeah, that is fucking cool. So they found like. I wonder if it's like a sports bar, like did they have something near for them to watch, or like what if they had like a wrestling ring or a cockfighting
If they
ring?
like-
Honestly, I was going to say it was probably like cockfighting or dogfighting or something
Mhm.
like that. I mean, those like
They
those
said there was fish
things were
bones.
really, really, really
What-
prominent.
Fish bones, you said, Steve?
Yeah, they found fish bones. I would have loved to see chicken bones. And,
Fish
you know,
fights.
I'm sure they were all drum because they're men, so they were definitely
But
all
they
eating drums.
But they probably had like because they would have like you have like the gladiator arena where they would fight to the death, but they had the lower level ones of those
Mhm.
too. Where
Yeah,
it's
your
like
regional scene. Your
which is-
regional scene joints.
But no, it was
Single leg.
basically bum fights.
Yeah.
Right, like that's what it was. Like the back alley one was like, all right, well, it's bump. Like these guys were literally on the street an hour ago, but then
You
the
guys want to
ones
see
in the
Tommy
arena,
fight Lenny the Goat?
yeah, the ones in the arenas though were like the so like you could imagine like the lower end gladiator fights was a retired like super good gladiator that's like, all right, I'm not in the big
Too
leagues
old.
anymore,
Still
they're
ready to die.
but the people want to see death so bad,
So bad
that they
can't
pull
let 'em
a
out.
bum off the street
But
and he
something-
just
something-
fucking slices them.
Something you need to consider too is that in the biggest time gladiator fights were usually versus conquered people, right? So they'd be like, this is the greatest
Yeah.
general from yada yada yada. That guy might have been a schlub off the street, and if he happened to be pretty good, And they just like throw some tigers at him. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that guy was never getting out of there. He was never going to
Try fighting this
The home
bear.
team was always going to win
Oh,
in that
yeah.
scenario.
He just threw some tigers at him.
Yeah, he was
Right.
like, "Oh man, that guy's pretty good. Throw a fucking tiger out there. Let's see what happens."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He just kicked Tommy's ass. Throw the tiger out. Let him
Yeah.
go. Try
because
that.
the
guy
one
just,
time
like,
the away
torches out
team
and
won, they murdered all the fans. I was like, okay, fair enough. Home team's
Yeah.
always got to win.
Yeah.
Incredible
Yeah.
though.
No, dude. Really, really cool. I really liked it. But yeah, so nice. Very cool, Steve. Lasmeeshma, what do you got for incredibly incredible?
Going to Cork, Ireland.
Ooh.
We talked about these badass cockfighters, these guys that were
Hell yeah.
raising roosters and everything.
Yeah.
Well, an Irish rooster with a violent past
Oh,
killed
yeah.
a man with an attack to the back of his leg.
Hell yeah.
Stop.
The victim suffered a puncture wound to his lower leg and he bled out. There was a trail of blood from the chicken coop all the way into his house, and they found him in his kitchen. R.I.P. His name was Jasper Krause. But
Jasper, you went out like a bitch.
dude, this was after the rooster was relocated to that farm because he already had attacked a child on another farm. So he was
God,
like
they
in
did the same thing
San
with priests.
Quentin.
The goddamn Irish did the same thing with priests. They did the same thing with priests. They did with the roosters. You're like, all right, kill somebody. Go over here. No,
Wait, what happened to this guy?
A fucking rooster killed him.
What the fuck?
And so you know what?
There was a rooster with a violent past.
Wait.
which for me
Remember
is
the
funniest thing I've
rooster
ever
we
heard.
had last week? The big
Yeah.
fucker?
Yeah.
Was it
Not even one of those. Nope.
Oh my
No.
god.
Just a mean fucking rooster with a
So you know what that?
he had
you
a
know what the,
violent past.
You know what his punishment was?
What?
They're gonna ship his ass to Spain. Good luck over there, buddy. Good luck over there. Farmer
drop
Joe
it.
gonna chase you down.
Don't drop the soap, rooster.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, he's going to
Yo,
Supermax now in Spain.
Yeah. Good luck out there. I heard the
Oh,
loan's getting a
my.
little loose. I would take that can you imagine for real if a chicken attacked me, I would kick that thing like a fucking red dodgeball 300 yards out of the fucking way. You got to be kidding me. Going down to that little piece of shit.
The touchback.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to feel bad for the
I
guy's
fucking
kid
leg drop that.
because they're gonna be like, "Well, how did your dad die?" Well, funny story.
Yeah.
One day he was in the
Damn.
coop, and yep, they got him. You
And
know, like,
Marcel
killed
took him
by
out.
a rooster to the back of the calf.
no.
Yeah, but
Like-
this wasn't regular rooster, man.
No,
It was
he had a
rooster
violent
with violent
one.
past, guys.
This rooster's name was Chippy, and he was really angry.
This rooster's name was Whitey Bulger.
Now he's getting bulged.
Oh man, yeah. Now he's getting some serious heat. Damn.
I don't know if I've ever heard anything as funny on this podcast as Liam's delivery of a rooster with a violence.
Yeah.
That was
Not no
so-
regular joint.
ruined me. It ruined me for the rest of the night. I'm done.
I just
I'm
Yeah.
picture the rooster with like a scar down the side.
yeah,
of
like
his face
smoking
and, like
a,
a dead
like smoking
eye.
a cigarette.
Yeah,
and,
like a couple
just-
chips out of his beak, and
I don't know. Screw. Why don't you tell me? You know, like just a bad seed.
yeah.
He has an
dude.
arson beef, but they never proved it.
Damn, that's pretty fucking yeah. Woo, woo. All right, nice. So okay, love it. Let's keep it moving then. What do you got then for Liam? We'll go to you. What do you got for sports and speds?
So Tom Brady just did his retirement video on the beach. Right now, there's an auction for a jar of the sand where he retired. This auction is reaching 6 figures.
Oh my god.
There are tons of these
Christ.
auctions popping up on eBay. I checked right before the recording. There was 113 auctions right now of people selling like jars of the sand.
Oh my
A
God.
picture of the sand was going for $100.
Stop.
A spoonful from the exact spot was going for $17,990.
Verifiable by nothing? Like what? What?
A drawing of Tom Brady from the video that'll cost you $1,000, and a Kirkland water bottle with sand from the general area. will cost you
Kirkland.
300.
That was already there.
Jesus.
That was already there. It was.
That was
they
take
actually
back
watched
300.
Tom Brady retire.
Now,
Wow.
if I'm either one of two things, if I'm either thank God Tom Brady's Tom Brady, because if I was Tom Brady, I'd be pissing in the sand and scooping my pissy sand up and giving it to people just to be a dickhead, because that's what I can do. But if I was also if I was a guy selling that bullshit sand, I would get like bird shit sand, just because you're already an asshole if you're gonna buy sand from me in a Kirkland water bottle over the internet for $300 fucking. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, how out of
Dude.
control is this sports memorabilia shit going? Dude, a locket with like a couple grains in it is like $60.
I could use $60.
Hell yeah! I'm about to
wish
do
I was
this.
a bigger scumbag, man. Like
Matt,
my
you're-
scumbag's not turned on to the level it needs to be.
I
Matt,
mean,
you're
mine
fucking up
is.
it. You're fucking up this merch thing, dog. You better fucking watch and
Yeah.
pay attention. We're
How
about to.
about it, man?
We got some Tom Brady sand shirts.
Bro.
A picture of the sand is $100. A picture
Ah.
of the sand.
So fucking stupid.
Maddie, you should
That's
sell.
so
you should-
fucking
You
stupid.
should sell a jar of the dirt from Tommy's backyard when you guys did the Rainbow
home
Road
run
promo.
derby.
Yeah. You should sell second base.
Oh,
Yep.
speaking of merch, the new our new co-host on the Tuesday show, Jamie Iglesias, actually made this shirt. So look at that.
Oh, all right.
We go merch going up again.
Maybe eventually. It's funny you mentioned that. I interviewed that guy last night, but yeah, nice, dude. All right, well, I mean, dude, fucking who like I would fucking love to see the list of people who are doing this, and it's like Robert Kraft, Julian Edelman, Giselle, like they're all getting like the biggest, like Julian Edelman's getting like a case of Kirkland bottles of sand. He wanted to be there with Tommy.
You know what it is? It's when you get that phone call from the clear scammer, and you're like, who the fuck falls for this? And then you have to realize somebody does.
Oh, yeah.
Like they
They're
wouldn't
selling
do
it because somebody
they
will
wouldn't
buy.
do it if no
Yep.
one does it. So you're like,
Right.
this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who
Yep.
falls for this? And then go, oh, somebody's about to,
Yeah.
because otherwise they wouldn't have an entire economy based around it.
I'm about
But,
to.
like,
So crazy.
Sand
Yeah.
he was sitting in, dude.
Yeah, nice. All right, then let's keep it moving. What do you got for sports and speds, Strong Sam?
So Castleford Tigers, a rugby group over there in good old England, right?
Okay.
Guy Joe Westerman, 33. He plays on the squad. He goes out, gets hammered. He's an asshole. He's been married since 2014. He's got 3 kids, right? He's out. He's wasted with his buddy's girlfriend. He's an asshole. Gets caught on film in an alleyway in the middle of West Yorkshire, eating her asshole, like straight out the bar. Draws
we've
down.
all
This
been
guy.
there.
This guy's a star on the team. He's not just a regular player. Like, this dude's a prominent rugby player. Pants down, 3 kids at home with the wife, and he's eating his buddy's girlfriend's ass right there in the surveillance footage of the bar down onto the alleyway. So then his wife, when it comes out, of course, like breaks up the families. They're fucking now the other teams, because over in the other countries, they don't give a fuck. They chant shit. They're chanting like
yeah.
wild shit, calling him a slime ball, right? So he's getting harassed everywhere he goes. There's only been like 2 weeks now. And his wife comes out and says that she's happy it did come out on social media, because she might have never knew. And thinking about kissing him after what he fucking did on that video makes her want to vomit.
What is this guy's name?
Joe Westerman. So Westerman. And yeah, you're fucking moron. Big prominent dude. That'd be like I don't know, Patrick Mahomes eating some chick's ass in the middle. You know, he's like a star over there.
Yeah, Giannis is just finger blasting somebody in the middle of Times Square. You're like,
at
no,
Wendy's.
dude, what's going on here?
I mean, I do,
But a
everyone
little
loves
aggressive though, with the pants
yeah.
down in her asshole though, right?
I mean, hey, dude, what do the heart
It's
wants
also
what the
different
heart
strokes,
wants.
different
Listen,
photos,
it's
I
also
guess.
it's also a weird move to do, like on the street. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a lot of time. Like that seems like more of a foreplay move to me. You know, it's just like, hey, listen, go out here. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes of great ass, and then we're just gonna go back in the club and just finish our drinks and pay our tab. Like, what's the end game? I don't know.
Bull's
Maybe
a
I'm a
fucking
square.
freak.
Maybe I'm a
There's
square.
no doubt in my mind that he was like zooted out of his skull, dude.
Ah,
Like,
yeah.
just throwing back drinks,
100%.
fucking, you know what I mean? Sucked up an 8-ball and was like, I'm going for it.
Ripped her
Yeah.
drawers down. Like the
Yeah.
surveillance pictures are hilarious. She's literally dressed like all out, like they were out of the club.
Yeah.
Fucking heels on, drawers
Looking
down,
good.
back over in the middle of the street, and him behind her like an idiot, his face buried in her asshole.
Dude, I mean, you can't be mad at the guy, Well, you know, we've all
Can't be
been there.
mad at the guy, dog. He's got 3 kids at home and a wife. What the fuck? You just broke the family up.
Somebody's
Yeah,
pretty mad at
yeah,
that guy.
Jesus
He's an
Christ.
idiot. There are a lot of people mad at that guy.
Guy's a fucking
Oh my
retard.
god, dude, that is. I mean, all right, here we go. Look, I found it.
Oh, boy.
You got it? Yeah. Bring
All
him
right,
up.
here we go. For all those listening, we're
Holy
about
shit.
to. Hopefully, we don't get
Pun
fucking-
intended.
Ripped off for this.
All right, yeah. Hopefully, all right. Yeah.
I told you. Yo, look at this
Come
guy.
on. No.
All right, here we go.
The act after a night out in Pontefract.
All right, we won't list. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That is.
Oh wow. All
This
right.
guy-
Dude, what?
It's not what I pictured. It's not what I pictured. It's not what I pictured.
Yo, I
It's
told
not
you
what
it
I
was wild.
pictured.
You had to get it on the visual.
Oh my
Like
dude's a
where
fucking-
it's like back where the restaurant throws out the trash and like
Yeah.
dumps
It's
the
not
grease
that
trap.
secluded. It's not very secluded. It's
Oh
very
my
well lit.
God, dude. Wow. He's
It's
dead.
well-
Yep.
It is
That's a-
surprisingly well lit back
Who
then.
Yeah,
took
it's
the
very
video?
well.
Is what
It's
I want.
definitely his buddy. You can hear him like laughing. He's like, "Look at this asshole,"
It was probably probably the
Look at both
boyfriend
these
of
assholes.
the girl, right?
or the
Yeah.
bouncer. Who knows?
What a couple of assholes, dude.
Look at these two assholes.
Ew.
Oh my god, dude.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That was not what I expected.
Yikes.
Not what I expected.
Yikes.
He's doing it in like the most awkward position.
Bent over sideways with his nose on her ass
Yeah.
cheek and his chin on her other ass
Dude, and
cheek.
she's like bending at her knees. She can at least
Yeah.
not make him bend down
She-
so far.
He doesn't
God,
look comfortable. No one
I
looks
think-
comfortable.
Yeah,
I
feel
might
like
be
he's the
convinced
one
she's
that
just
wanted
farting on him.
it. Yeah.
No one
You know,
looks like
guys,
he's having
that.
a good time.
Who knows? Maybe she needed an immediate colonoscopy. We don't know. We
Hey.
don't know.
Listen, who
I
am I to
would've-
fucking judge? Do your thing, buddy.
Dude, yeah, no one here can judge. Absolutely not. So we're
Hola,
coming towards,
mamacita.
yeah, we're coming towards the top of time. I mean, wow, dude. Woo. You know, maybe that rugby player should go to Spain where his type are accepted. Huh? What do you think?
Mhm.
But either way, let's keep it moving. We're coming to the top of time. Strong Stem, what do you got to say before we rowdy 5,000?
If you're gonna eat a chick's ass, don't do it in the alleyway behind a restaurant that's well lit with people and their cell phones. You fucking idiot.
Great advice.
Words of wisdom, you know. Words of wisdom.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Do you think
Great
they were at
advice.
Fogo to Chow? Matt was
Jesus.
there.
I mean, let's hope not, right? Man, what would be a good
Behold a Chow. Behold a Chow.
what is a good restaurant name that they could be at that would fit this like a joke? God damn.
The Olive Garden?
No.
I mean, depending on how
Oh,
tight
man.
it is.
Pizza the Hut, the Subway, Red Robin, Uno's, Bonefish. Man, could
The
you-
ground round.
The
Boom!
ground.
Fuck you, Liam. That's it. That's it.
Love it,
That's it.
Lasmeeshma. Love it. All right, yeah, they're eating out the ground round. Love it. Nice. Bern, what do you got to say before we get out of here?
I gotta say, I'm gonna do a sports in the sports. Your boy, your brand new Philadelphia 76er, Mac McClung, may have saved the goddamn dunk contest. That was incredible. And I'm a huge NBA dude. I know people, I love the All-Star weekend. I used to do I have notebooks when I was like a 10-year-old where I'd be like, this is who they should draft. I've just always been into it. And there's dunks that are technically good, but they have some style, right? There's a reason why Dr. J looked better than somebody else doing the dunk. There's a reason why Michael Jordan looked better. Sometimes when I get bored, I just think about Dominique Wilkins doing windmill dunks, trying to tear the rim down, and it makes me happy.
Yeah, sure.
This dude had hops and he had style, and he is a tiny white guy with the whitest, he has the haircut of every 4-year-old white kid who's ever lived on the entire planet.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty shitty tat on one of his arms, and he went out there and showed out. And I just want to shout out Mac McClung, man.
And he's a white.
He's
The
not,
one?
it's not that he's a white. He's one of the whitest guys I've ever seen.
He's a
Maddie,
super white.
Maddie, he gives you a run.
Right.
All right,
I look
with
like I
his
got
complexion.
a tan compared to this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, you don't look bad.
Yeah.
But dude just came up, showed out. Here's what I like the most about it, right? The dunk contest always gets boring because guys are trying a bunch of shit. He did 4 dunks. He attempted 4 dunks. He made every single one of them on his first attempt.
Mm.
That's what we're talking about.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And they
You
were
know?
all awesome too.
Yep.
Yeah. And not a guy trying something 13 times and then be like, all right, now I got it.
So stupid when
He
they
went
do that.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
They changed it. He was 4 for 4 on just letting his nuts hang. Mac McClung, sports and sports.
And he
Wow.
doubled his salary in one night. By
In one
winning
night.
that, too.
He made more money from the dunk contest than he made in his entire career. He's a G League guy who just got called up. He's played in 4 NBA games.
Nice. Good for him. Yeah.
It was awesome, dude. It was
Also,
awesome.
they owed us for that time that they robbed Andre Iguodala of the dunk contest. Because
Right.
he fucking should have won that year.
Yep.
was
that
that
was
the, was it the side of the backboard?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
the one where, yeah,
Yeah.
where he came
Yep.
around.
They gave it to what's his name because he's small as shit. So
Nate
stupid.
Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Because he
Yeah, so
jumped
stupid.
over. Yeah.
So
So dumb.
stupid.
So dumb. Yeah. Iguodala
you-
definitely won that year.
Maddie, if you haven't watched the Mac McClung dunks, it's really quick. He only does 4. Just
I
4
know,
attempts, and they all go through.
I saw it on the thing.
Yeah, they're
It was
nasty.
yeah, they had a thing.
And they
I don't
look
know.
nice.
Yep.
Mhm.
Are those considered field goal attempts?
Oh my god.
Hey,
I'm off.
yeah, they
I'm
are.
leaving. I'm
All
off.
right.
Yeah, they
So,
are, buddy.
Lashmoosh, what do you got before we get out of here?
Don't spend your money on fucking sand. Don't spend your money
Yeah.
on Tom Brady sand. You fucking idiots.
Don't have sex with
You know.
animals either.
Yep.
Light a
Lot of-
cigar with $100 bill. It's fucking better. You know.
How about it? Nice. Like Ziggy from season 2 of The Wire.
A lot of
Oh,
lessons this week. A
Ziggy.
lot of lessons to be learned.
Dumb
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, well, speaking of dumb motherfuckers, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot, the bad boy Benoit Podcasy, Bern Podcasy, and Lasmeeshma Liam Reese. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. And you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok. Working Beat Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. Thanks. See ya. All right, and we're out. Nice. Good shit, boys.
She was something. Hey, Liam, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Quantumania saw it as well. Where you at? What do you? What's your-
Same as it's like a it's like another B movie. They haven't put
It's
out
like another
any, like,
Doctor Strangey.
yeah, it's like another
Yeah.
yeah. It's like they haven't put out anything that really like that I think was like really like top shelf since the Spider-Man movie, since No Way Home.
Yeah, and I'm actually okay with that if they're building to something big that's going to have the payoff that like Endgame.
Yeah, but
did,
it's been a
Infinity
lot
did.
in a row. They got to give me something good, man. I don't know. They gotta.
I think
They're
they're
gonna
pulling
have to
out.
step their game up because I don't think DC is gonna suck for that much longer. That Flash
think-
movie is gonna be good.
You
And
really think the Flash movie is going to be good?
It look,
I do.
I do. I do as well. And both Liam and I were super skeptical about it. Like we couldn't have been more skeptical. And it actually
Mm-hmm.
looks like, despite all things, it's going to be pretty tight.
well, you know what? They kept it. They kept pushing it on for a reason. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Like they didn't. They would have just scrapped it with the other stuff, especially with the way that dude behaves. They would have just scrapped it. So
Yeah, that could've gotten
I
buried
think they have
years ago.
something there. I liked the first Shazam, so we'll see how that
Same.
one goes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I thought
I
that was
think-
one of their better things.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think Marvel will have to step their game up soon because it's not. They're all like since No Way Home. I feel like they've all just been like passable. You know what I mean? Like they've all just been like, yeah, this is
Well,
good.
dude,
This is
it's
entertaining.
they're like, hey man, first Avenger, first Captain America wasn't that great. The first Thor wasn't that great. The second Thor I liked, but no one else did. But yeah, dude, there was a
Really?
bunch of,
Yeah, you like
yeah, but then when they did dude, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, they were okay, right? Like, you know,
They
that's-
weren't very
yeah,
good. You're
they
right.
were
That's the
okay.
phase they're
for
at.
sure.
That's the phase they're
Yeah.
at.
Yep.
You
They're in
know?
that
But
middle
they still
ground.
put out movies like the second Captain America was like up
Oh,
top. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's a
They-
sleeper, great
Oh.
movie.
Winter
I don't
Soldier
think it's
might
a
be a
sleeper.
top.
I think
might
it's
be-
known
yeah,
that
I think
that's
it's
one of
top
their better
5.
movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they had the Avengers. They had Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one was really good.
Sneaky, like another sneak hit. Like no one
Yeah.
expected that to be as impactful as it was.
yeah, because no one knew who
um,
they were. You know?
No, listen, I've said it before. When I heard they were doing it, I was like, listen, man, I love comics, but like Marvel's really showing their ass. Like Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I know like Silverhawk and Yondu and the little
Mhm.
Peter Quill, and that's about it. Like I don't
Yeah.
look at these guys,
Like-
and then I walked out of there and I was like, holy shit, did I love it?
Yeah,
God damn it.
I am excited for that third movie. I think that will be good.
Same.
Because it's like James Gunn send off and everything. That movie should be really good. But
And even
that's
before
the
he took
thing.
the DC gig, he was saying like, "This is the end of Guardians. Like,
Yeah.
this is this. I'm done with this story after this."
And that's
Oh,
the thing.
really?
Like, so
Yeah.
if that's a really good Marvel movie, I almost won't even count that as like a Marvel banger because James Gunn did it like on his way out. Like, so if
Yep.
the only good thing they have is from James Gunn and he's running DC, that doesn't really like look good for them. You know what I mean? It's
Also, like James Gunn, after they fired him, and then had a year of who's going to do this, and then the actors being like, "We don't want to do it if he's not there," and then Marvel being
Yeah.
like, "All right, he's back." Like,
Why did
Yeah,
they
you almost-
fire him?
for a
Uh,
tweet he made
he
like
had
fucking
a-
10 years ago.
he had like a tweet that they determined was transphobic, and like he was doing stand-up comedy at the time, not directing films, and it was from like 2007 or whatever.
Oh, they can fucking shove it.
So it was some absolute bullshit. It came up, and Disney panicked, and they fired him. And then like Chris Pratt and Batista were just like, "We're not going to do it if he's not doing." And then they waited like a year till everything cooled down. And they're like, "Okay, you can come back." And he was like, "Sorry, I'm directing Suicide Squad. You guys are
Yeah.
going to have to wait for 2 years."
Yeah.
Because I had to go get a job after that. Came back for Guardians, and then took over as like the Kevin Feige of the DC universe.
And he's
So-
starting from scratch.
Well, I mean, he has some pieces, but yeah, who knows what he's going to use? Apparently, like Henry Cavill's out. And they're not going forward with the Black Adam stuff, but Ezra Miller might be around. Michael Keaton's there. Who knows? He's got a real mess on his plate, but also some opportunity to do some really cool stuff. Like you said, Maddie, like Peacemaker fucking ruled.
I loved
Like
it.
it was
Yeah.
so much better than it
And
had
that
any
was
right
James
to
Gunn,
be.
right?
Yep.
And that Suicide Squad movie was awesome too.
It was really good.
Yeah, that's their best shit. All right, guys, let's call it a night. Good shit tonight, though. Good
All right.
shit. Loved it.
Yep.
All right, talk to you later, fellas.
Yep.
All right, fellas.
See you later.